crypto portfolio. But then again, China is in the habit of ruining everybody's portfolio. And I'm going to break some of this down for you and let you know what's going on. So get comfortable, buckle up your seatbelt, hit the thumbs up button right now. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel. Hey, welcome to the Black Financial Channel. This is theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we talk about black wealth and black economics every day, sometimes as much as 10 times a day, under one condition. The condition is that you must be black first. Doesn't mean you have to be black. You don't got to be black to be here. We don't hate anybody, but you got to be black first. That means that we are here to solve the racial wealth gap. We are here to solve the black wealth problem in America. We are focused and obsessed with building wealth in the black community and putting our kids first. We're not going to save the world until we save ourselves. So if you agree with this, put a hashtag B and the number one in the chat, hashtag B1. Thank you, Dorothea and Alexandria and Cornelius and Kathy. So let's get it started because I'm on my way to breakfast with my beautiful wife and we're about to eat some pancakes. So how many of you noticed, give me a yes or no, give me a yes or no. How many of you noticed that your crypto took a little bit of a nosedive today? How many of you noticed what was going on with crypto? Give me a yes or no if your crypto portfolio got hurt a little bit. And as you answer that question, I will mention to you that just some notables. Bitcoin has dropped by 4.2%. Ethereum dropped today by 7%. Solana dropped by 6.43%. I'm sure that if you get to Litecoin and a lot of the other major cryptos, you're going to see a drop. Polkadot down 3.27%. Dogecoin is down 5.8%. You keep going. Uniswap 8.3%. Algorand 6.82%. Litecoin down by 7%. Now, mind you, Cardano. I don't know if you guys own Cardano or not. I'm a big fan of Cardano. Cardano's actually up today, which is fascinating. And I've always liked Cardano. I've actually, if you go back, you'll hear me talk about how I've actually accumulated a decent amount of Cardano based on the recommendations of some of the experts we have in the Black Crypto Club. Now, with that being said, here's what's going on. Basically, they don't being very careful about investing in China or anything that's too overly related to China. Many of the major news stories that have rattled financial markets in the last 3 or 4 months have come out of China. China decided they wanted to practically nationalize the entire online education industry. That literally tanked a bunch of stocks, including companies like Tekadu that I had a heavy investment in. That was a bad day. They have opened up investigations on companies like Alibaba and Tencent, which caused their prices to plummet. JD.com, some of these other Chinese companies. That was a bad day. You've had them, they've made weird announcements out of the blue, like, kids can only play video games for 3 hours a week. Like they can legislate all these things. That destroyed the video game industry. They This past week, Evergrande, a major Chinese real estate developer, was on the verge of bankruptcy, and we still don't know if they're out of the blue completely, but they're about to completely disrupt financial markets around the world because of, as I mentioned, you got Caroli contagion. I call it Caroli contagion because Professor Andrew Caroli, who was my dissertation chair from Ohio State University, God bless this man, he's at Cornell University. He used to always write articles about contagion and how something that happens in China can affect markets in the United States the same way the virus spreads around the world, where you can have financial viruses that spread around the world. So the Chinese weren't just responsible for the creation of the big virus, the one that's kept you all out of work for the last year and a half, but they're also responsible for some of these financial viruses that are messing up your finances, and it's really driving me crazy. So crypto is the latest financial virus. It's pushed by the Chinese government. Now let me read some of this to you. I don't have much time today, but I wanted to get to my people and talk about it right quick. So according to CNN, hit the thumbs up button, by the way. Please hit the thumbs up button and also make sure you subscribe and all that stuff. We're building black media here. We can really use your help. We need to own more black media. So if you could help us by hitting the subscribe button and share and thumbs up and all that, that will really help. All right. So according to CNN, they said China is intensifying its crackdown on cryptocurrencies. Chinese government agencies, including the country's securities regulator and the People's Bank of China, said in a statement on Friday that all cryptocurrency related business activities are illegal. and vowed to clamp down on illicit activities involving digital currencies. So they have literally made crypto toxic in China. Pay attention now. Let's keep going. The agency said that the overseas crypto exchanges would be blocked from providing services to Chinese residents through the internet. Bitcoin fell 5% on the news. Ethereum, another leading crypto, was down 9% because a lot of crypto price support comes out of China. Now, does this mean it's the end of crypto? Obviously not. But it does concern me because, China was such an important player in the crypto space. They also said that China would develop, quote unquote, new systems to counter risks posed by cryptocurrencies. China will gradually start shutting down crypto mining operations and no new mining projects will be permitted. The National Development and Reform Commission said in a separate statement. The announcements are the latest in a series of tough measures from China on cryptocurrencies. In May, Chinese Vice Premier Liu He told a group of finance officials that the government would, quote, clamp down on Bitcoin mining and trading activity, end quote, as part of its goal to achieve financial stability. And finance and banking watchdogs said that financial institutions and payment companies should not participate in any transactions related to cryptocurrency, nor should they provide crypto-related services to their clients. The measures aren't just about curtailing financial risk. The computers needed for Bitcoin mining eat up a ton of computing power and electricity, raising concerns about the cost of the environment. Yeah, right. Yeah. Since when did China, one of the most polluted countries ever, care about the environment? Babe, remember we went to Beijing, babe, and we tried to go running in Beijing. See, my wife is here. She's laughing. We ran through Beijing. It was like running through Gotham City.
It was Funky Town. Remember we nicknamed
We
it
called
Funky
it
Town.
Funky Town because Beijing was smoggy and stinky. Oh my
The
God,
hotel was stinky.
it was like,
Everything.
what the hell are they doing? If somebody farted in Beijing, like Jesus farted on Beijing, and the smell, people farting, it just lingers. Like it was like a real nasty fart. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out with these farty, stinky ass cities that are full of smog, make you feel like you're running through. I feel like I was running through Snoop Dogg's lungs. Like, seriously, I was running through Snoop Dogg's lungs in Beijing. So suddenly, this farty, stinky, this country that has all these farty, stinky cities, that smell like Snoop Dogg's lungs, are suddenly concerned about the environment. See, China, I'm not here to diss the Chinese. I like a lot of things about China. I told you guys that China practices a lot of powernomics, which is why I think you should pay attention to how they achieve their economic power. But sometimes they're on some BS. The United States government's on BS. We know that governments tend to do that. The Chinese are on BS. First of all, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I wouldn't be surprised if that virus was deliberate. I told you, China benefited. They just happened to benefit in too many ways. They happened to benefit in too many ways from the virus for me to think that whatever came out of that lab wasn't deliberate. That's why they will not allow, to this day, they're not allowing UN inspectors to go in and investigate the source of the virus. So now, here's my final point. I gotta go because we about to go eat some pancakes, y'all. Um, be careful about investing in anything related to China. That's just it. If I decide to invest in something in China, I'll talk it through and explain the risk reward trade off. It's very tempting to invest in China because a lot of assets have dropped in price because of the risk in China. So it could end up becoming a great investment. Money could be made there, but you got to be real careful because the way they're just disrupting markets and doing it in a very deliberate way is very sinister. It's problematic. And the United States and China are this close to going to war over Taiwan. On a scale of 0 to 10, a head agent with MI6, the British intelligence agency, said that he will put it at an 8. That they're at an 8 on the probability that the U.S. and China will go to war over Taiwan, where they make all those microchips, and the Chinese have been wanting to take over Taiwan the same way they took over Hong Kong. And if you notice, before the pandemic, this is why I wouldn't be surprised if the pandemic was deliberate. Before the pandemic, they could not conquer Hong Kong because the people of Hong Kong wouldn't allow it. Now, after the pandemic, Hong Kong is safely under Chinese control because during the pandemic, they passed a long series of laws and they went and locked up all the civil rights leaders in Hong Kong so that they could control Hong Kong. And so China, they're the gangsters of the world. They're locking down Africa. When you and I, babe, remember we went to Jamaica and they had that big they had 99-year leases on land where they built this big freeway going all the way through Jamaica, from Kingston all the way up to the northern part of Jamaica, Montego Bay, I think that's where it was, and all these other things. Like, the Chinese are the gangsters of the world. So that's why LeBron will talk smack to the president of the United States. He will not talk smack to the president of China, because China will lock his ass up, and they'll be like, we don't care that you're famous. In fact, the fact that you're famous makes us more proud of the fact that we locked you up, because we like to prove a point. So the Chinese, because they're gangsters, they do kind of what gangsters do, like that mafioso that moves into the neighborhood and goes and shakes down all the businesses so he can make sure he gets paid. I feel like the Chinese, to some extent, their government is kind of shaking down the world and deliberately disrupting financial markets. And because of that, I personally have chosen to divest my entire portfolio out of China. I don't. I sold some of my shares at a loss. And even with crypto, I'm a little concerned. But I'm just really worried about what's going on in China. So as I learn more, you'll know more, because I'll come back to this platform and talk to you guys about it. Now, by the way, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. Also, please do that right now. Everybody, please hit that thumbs up button. Also, we have a Black Crypto Club in the Black Business School. If you're interested, feel free to go do a little trial. You can go to theblackcryptoclub.com. The URL's on the screen. The Black Crypto Club's going to meet at the All Black National Convention at the end of October. And you can take a look at that. And also, I'm on my way to Baltimore today. So if you'd like to come and hear me speak in Baltimore, you can go to drboycebaltimore.com. That's drboycebaltimore.com. So thank you for letting me share that with you. And God bless you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And thank you for listening. I'll see you soon. Take care. Peace.